another month and I'm still in a reading slump. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're here again for the 4th time this year to do a wrap-up slash TBR video, and it has not been so successful with the wrap-up part. Both of my dogs are on the bed and one keeps making very annoying noises. I really thought this month would just be the month. You know, it's my birthday month. I'd be buying more books for the month, but also I just thought I would get out of my reading slump. And I feel like maybe I did, but I still didn't read more than one book this month. Actually, no, I read 2, but I'm not counting one for this month. The one book that I read for the month is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This was actually on my TBR for April, and so I succeeded. I read 1 out of 3 of the books that were on my TBR because I did only put 4. I put 4 books on my TBR. I do have a reading vlog kind of video going up soon. This book is pretty self-explanatory. There are 6 friends and they're going on a road trip in an RV, and they take a wrong turn and then they end up basically in the middle of nowhere with no service. The great thing happens to them and their RV. All 4 tires of the RV gets shot at, so they can't go anywhere, and they have a sniper watching them, and that's all I'm gonna say. I rated this book 4.5 stars, mainly just because it was really good. I was intrigued. It is very fast paced. Holly Jackson's writing is very easy to understand, and I love the way that she writes. But I don't think it was one of my favorites. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is my absolute favorite. That book, mwah, chef's kiss, love it. I loved it, but it just wasn't a 5-star read for me. It wasn't absolutely amazing. I am very excited to read more of Holly Jackson's books when she comes out with more, and also read the 2 books that I haven't read yet. I did have one more book that I read for the month, I guess, but I'm putting it as 1 book instead of 5 because they are little novellas, and you'll see the book in a minute. So I'm not counting it for April, even though it will say on Goodreads. For May, I have put 8 books on my TBR. I have this feeling that maybe, just maybe, this month will be the month that I get out of my reading slump. And I'm hoping it is. Like, I really hope that I'm not in my reading slump anymore this month, because I swear to God, it's gonna mess with my brain, and I don't want that to happen. Actually, no, I have 9 books. This book I put on my TBR last month, and I said I was only gonna at least want to get 100 to 200 pages in. For some reason, I've just been wanting to read this book. I don't know, maybe because it's thick, or maybe because it's fantasy and it mostly has dragons, and I love dragons. But that is The Priory of the Orange Tree. I am getting this in hardcover because I feel like it would be easier to read, and also because this is an absolute brick. I have this thing, I don't know why, but with thick books, I need them in hardcover. Only some books, mainly just these books, I feel like would be amazing as hardcovers. I use the gift card, so I'm not breaking my bank account. Still want to have my goal at 200 to maybe 300 pages of this book, but if I complete it this month, that's great. I don't think I will, because I'm still doing my tandem read, but we'll see what happens. The next one is A Final Offer. I did have this on my TBR, I think for March, I'm pretty sure, but I've decided to put it back on my TBR because I do want to read the last installment of the Dreamland Billionaire series, and also to see more of Cal. So this is the 3rd in the Dreamland Billionaire. The first 2 is Fine Print and Terms and Conditions. I've just heard this one is like the best one in the series. I don't know if anything can beat the Fine Print, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Cal's book beats it. We're gonna see. I feel like maybe he'll be in 2nd. The next book that I have is a 5-book mini novella series. If you get the physical copy, it goes into just 1 book because you can only get them separately on Kindle, but that is the Mind F series. My mum got me this for my birthday, so thank you, Mum. I hate how they come, it's like the top just curls in. But I am very excited to reread this book because I love Lana so much. She's a queen and I love her. And of course I'm going to be reading this book while I wear my Logan Bennett FBI jumper. You know I have to do that. I will be doing that. Oh, this writing is huge. I love that. It does also have the books that are in it, so you have the risk, and then at the top it'll tell you. They actually are very short books, so you will get through them pretty quickly. The first one is like 90 pages, and then the last one I think is like 100, probably like 110 pages. If you're going book by book, I feel like you would finish it very fast because you're just going through from 90 pages of a book each time. So I feel like that would be great. This one is a definite read for me. I'm starting it today, 1,000,000%. We'll be reading it this month. So maybe this will be the book that will get me out of my slump, because this book I will read pretty fast. So this is the 4th book that I want to read for the month, and that is A Meet Me Halfway by Lillian T. James. I actually got to meet Lillian T. James. I got to meet her in person and I got it signed, which was amazing. Right here. I don't know if I'm gonna upload the video where I went to the convention to go meet her and other authors like Anna Wong, because I didn't get much footage. We'll see what happens. I had this book on my Kindle, on Kindle Unlimited, and I've been wanting to read it for a while. And when I had the opportunity to buy this book from her at the convention, I was just like, done deal. So yes, it's actually pretty short. I thought it was thicker. Why? I feel like romance books like these, and even for like something like Say You Swear or Ghosted, I imagine them to be pretty thick, like 500 pages, and I thought this was the same as well. But she's small. How many pages is this actually? It's probably like 360 pages. I've heard pretty good things about this book, so it's on the TBR for the month. I might not get to it, but it's on the TBR. This book I had on my TBR for the month last month, but I was supposed to read it on my Kindle. I did start it. I've only read the prologue and chapter 1, and that was it. But I decided to buy the physical copy because my bestie Liz told me to. And so I got Daughter of No Worlds. I'm very, very, very excited because I have heard nothing but amazing stuff about this book and this series. Nothing but great things. I'm just like, it makes me want to read it more. According to all the people that have rated it really good, the romance is good, the fantasy aspect, and it's easy to understand, the writing is amazing, and all that stuff. So I'm excited to try and read this book. I do have the next 2 books in my Amazon cart ready to go, so if I enjoy this book I will be buying the next 2. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. She is a big book. That's my hand, and my fingers are long. So still going with Carissa Broadbent. On my Kindle I do want to read The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Her books are on Kindle Unlimited, which is really, really good because I don't have the money to buy the expensive books on my Kindle, so Kindle Unlimited always comes in handy, as well as my Kindle. So I will also be reading that this month because both her series have been raved about a lot. I know that the book for Serpent and Wings of Night is still going on. There's currently 2 books that are out and the novella that you read in between the first book and the second book, and then she's still got more coming, so I'm very excited for that. But I do know for this series there's only 3 books, so I don't think there's any more coming out for this one, unless it's gonna be like a novella. So yes, I will read it on my Kindle, unless that I really enjoy her books so much. I will buy all her physical books, but as of right now I'm just gonna stick with the 1 book that I got. I'm gonna stick with my Kindle for now just because I've got it in my hand and I'm talking about the books I'm reading on my Kindle. I want to read Say You Swear. I don't remember the author. I'm very terrible with all the names, but I do want to read that this month. It has been on my mind for the past week, and so I'm just like, you know what, I'll read it. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get to that as well this month. It is on also Kindle Unlimited. That is absolutely amazing. A lot of books are on Kindle Unlimited these days, which is great. The second to last book that I want to read for this month is Unravel Me, which is the second book in the Shadow Me series. I bought the whole series, might as well just start it now and continue it. I am going to try and continue this book. I'm pretty sure I only got, how many? I think I only got up to like chapter 4, and then I was like, nah, I'm not having it. I don't like Adam. Even from the first book I was like, no, he gives me the ick. For some reason, I don't know why. Like, I know a lot of people were like, oh my god, Adam, like, he's so nice in the first book and all that stuff, and I was just like, get out of here. I need Mr. Aaron Warner to kill him now because he's giving me the ick. I think it might just be the way that I'm reading it, but Juliet, from what I've read so far, has annoyed me a little bit with her journal entries. But that could just be the way that I'm reading it. So we're gonna try again and we're gonna see if we can get to it. I'm not gonna be surprised if I don't. I'm probably just gonna look at it and just be like, you are on my TBR, but I wasn't gonna pick you up. The last book that I want to read for May is Six of Crows. This is a reread, and I want to go back into this book and just see the amazing world and all of the heists that they're gonna go on. and annotate the whole book. I love this cover so much. I like the one here that I have, which is the UK version, but this is very unacceptable. I don't know what the hell happened. I did buy this like 2 years ago, so it could have been just like one of those weird prints and all that where it comes off. We're not gonna touch that one, but I do want to read this copy because I feel like it's nice, and also it's floppy. Yeah, that was all the books that I want to read in May, and also just the one book that I read in April. It's still very disappointing. I'm trying to keep up with his videos, you know. I just want to like, oh, I only read one book, so I'm not gonna make a video. I can't just make a video about the one book but also do the TBR. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know every time that I upload. I will be uploading more frequently as much as I can. I've just been in a reading slump, which has been setting back videos because I've been wanting to do reading vlogs for videos and just fun challenge kind of reading vlogs and all that, but I can't do that if I'm in a slump, which is really annoying. And I don't want to keep doing sit down videos because I'm just sitting in this area most of the time and you guys are probably sick of it already. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.